up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to the Bundesliga Team of the Season. 50k packs are in store. I've got 11,000 FIFA points. If I don't pack one in the first 11k FIFA points and they're a thin pack, brilliant, and there are more available, then I will go ahead and add some more FIFA points. If I do pack one, then I'm just going to call it a day there and cut my losses, because spending FIFA points on this game is never a good idea. I've shown on my Road to Glory channel, link to that channel is down below if you wanted to check that out, that you can achieve anything you want in this game without spending a single FIFA point. So we're getting inform. It's sadly not Gareth Bale. The Bundesliga Team of the Season is pretty sick. What we're going to do for today's video is take a look. Ooh, that's a really nice pack. We're going to take a look at the weekly objectives. We're going to have a look on screen at the rest of the world players, the next 10 that are available. We'll take a look at the Bundesliga players with their prices and what we could potentially see them settling at, and take a look at some of the in-game stats of some of the better players. So I'm interested to see the in-game stats of Batshuayi, of Goretzka, of Wendell, because his card actually looks pretty decent, and just have a look at the reserves and such and see what we get. So far our luck, sadly, not doing great. I mean, we packed obviously Lionel Messi from 50k packs this time last week. We also managed to pack Team of the Season Suarez from the La Liga and Team of the Season Oblak from La Liga. But there's not many packs have been bought either. But the beautiful thing is this time around is that the Bundesliga has a really low number of shiny gold cards as base gold cards. And that's good, because for upgrade packs, when they eventually come, it means that we're probably going to pack a whole bunch of blues through the upgrade pack. So maybe that's today, maybe that's tomorrow. Obviously last week for La Liga, EA released the upgrade packs on Saturday. Maybe they release them here today on Friday. We'll go and have a look at the SBC section in just a second. And maybe they don't release them until tomorrow. Ooh, Bonucci, nice. I'll keep the 82s and above. I don't think the Bundesliga guaranteed SBC is going to be as expensive as the La Liga one was. And that's simply because obviously the La Liga had a couple of 99s in it. Or 99, 98, 97, that's Braith. Oh, it's not Braithwaite. And the Bundesliga has Lewandowski at, I think, 97 as the highest rated. So, yeah, I don't think... my personal opinion is it will go back down to an 83 rated with one Team of the Season instead of up at an 84 rated with one Team of the Season. We've got 4 packs to go here, guys. Well, 4,000 FIFA points. As I say, if I don't pack a blue, which we have, let's go. Who's it going to be? Come on, EA, let's go. Oh wait, it's that Sané guy, isn't it? Yes, 91 rated. This card looks good. He will be one of the cheaper ones that you'll be able to get as well, off the back of the fact that he's low rated with less than 80 pace, which is kind of like the standard for the for the centre backs now. Your centre backs in this day and age, this late in FIFA, really require that that pace. But look at this guy, medium high work rates, 6'5". And this isn't one of those cards that has really high sprint speed and really low acceleration. No, this is just a great, great card. So once you put a shadow on him, which you'd probably want to boost that slide tackle and marking up, his physicals are already insane. He'll go up to 89 sprint speed and 87 acceleration with insane reactions, great passing, great composure. I tell you what, he's going to be hard to link, but this is a really, really good card. I like this a lot. I like this card a lot. His max bin is 300k. I mean, he's already 100k. And that is wild, because that is actually, in my personal opinion, a very usable card. So we've got our first Bundes Team of the Season. I tell you what as well, if I get one more Team of the Season out of these next 3k FIFA points, we'll open another 12k. We'll reward EA for rewarding us. How about that? If not, then I want to go and have a look at like Marco Reus. I want to see his position. I want to see his in-games. What I've tried to do, I know there was leaks for the Bundesliga Team of the Season. I actually tried to steer clear of the leaks because I wanted to look at it fresh on video so you guys get my first and honest initial reaction rather than something where I've already like, oh, I've seen this guy's good, this guy's bad. I wanted to give you guys like my true reaction, so to speak. We get, ooh, Team of the Season already. That's too bad, but we get a Berkey and a Slimani that will send to the trade pile. My trade pile already filling up massively, which obviously isn't great. And here's our last 50k pack. So we did pack one Bundesliga Team of the Season, and that is it. That's pretty sad. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I will. Do I want to add some more? I don't really want to add more. I'd rather wait for the upgrade packs and spend my coins and money and such on the upgrade packs instead of these. But we've got a 65k coin, so I'll tell you what, we'll open our last one with coins, and if we do get a blue here, I'll bang in 12,000. Never mind. Never mind. Right, so let me go and get EA's Twitter up. So that we can have a look exactly what... Oh, God, I'm going to have to log back into Twitter. Let me go to EA Sports Twitter. There we go. So we can get this up. So the Bundesliga team of the season. And the DKT is Volland, an 89 Volland. That's actually a really good card, that DKT Volland. I'd like to see his in-game stats. We haven't seen the rest of the world players just yet. But for the Bundesliga team of the season, there are some good players here. Let's go and take a look at the squad building challenges to start with. Do we have the upgrades straight away? Were they in these upgrades? So there's nothing in there. Is it in live? Was it in here? No, so there's sadly no upgrades yet. So I guess they'll be coming tomorrow, guys. So we'll do upgrade packs tomorrow night. Very excited for those. Very excited for that. And I might throw in a draft tomorrow as well to try and get us a Bundesliga draft. Outside of that, let's go and take a look at our weekly objectives. So, rest of the world 20, it's Marega. Okay, that's interesting. So, score a goal with a Liga NOS player in 5 separate online season wins to earn Team of the Season Marega. So, you need to win 5 games and score with Liga NOS players. And I think EA have done that to stop people from gifting the opportunity to do it. So that's not bad. That's good. I'd be interested to see what his stats are. EA's Twitter hasn't released the rest of the world yet, so I don't know. Yeah, we don't know quite what they are gonna be at this stage. Then we've got goal machine. So wow, a lone Lewandowski for 20 games, scored 20 goals using Bundesliga players in squad battles on legendary difficulty. I like that. I like that a lot because that'll be tough for a lot of people, but if you wanted that Lewandowski for 10 games, it would be totally worth it. 3 friendly seasons matches to earn an untradeable pack. 10 assists, 10 goals using defenders in squad battles on world class for an untradeable reward, probably a pack. A kit that we've already got. I already have this kit. I believe it was available in store or SBC or it's on the market or something because I already have that kit in my Road to Glory club. And then 15 matches, 15 wins for an untradeable Sané. Not necessarily something I care about because his team of the season is already out. So that is the case with the objectives there, which is pretty good. Now let's go and have a look at the DKT rewards, which looks very good. Okay, so they actually haven't put it in yet. But we know full well that it is Volland with a great card. And now, guys, I want to go and look at some of the team of the season cards. So I want to start with, let me get this up here. I want to start, wow, Royce is a cam. Not only is he a cam, he's a 96 rated cam. He is not going to be cheap. I mean, this card is fantastic. 4-star, 4-star. Wow. Just wow. That is an utterly ridiculous card. Great strength, great jumping, perfect dribbling, perfect passing, perfect shooting, perfect pace. You leave a basic chem style on this guy and he becomes a 99 rated anything you want except defensive minded. This is a phenomenal card. Let's compare. This is the only one on the market as well, 1.2 million. Absolutely insane. We've obviously seen Sané. I want to look at Peterson, the striker, as well. I don't think his pace is great. He's cheap as well. Medium, 5-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. I mean, this is a good card. Physical's good. Dribbling's very good, apart from his balance. His pace is decent. His shooting is already perfect. His passing needs a bit of work. So you give a catalyst to this dude, and he becomes an exceptionally usable card, in my personal opinion. And he'll be cheap. He'll be very cheap. He'll probably be one of those cards that's 120k or so. I mean, he's already under 200,000 coins by looks of things. So that's not bad. Next up, we've got Serge Gnabry as one of the team of the seasons as well. Let's have a look at Serge Gnabry. So Gnabry coming in at around 300,000 coins already. 3-star weak foot, bit disappointing. 4-star skill moves is nice. Man, they have really bumped these Bundesliga cards up. For a 90 rated card, these are fantastic stats. Ball control and reactions are a little bit lacking. Stamina and strength are great. His shooting is great. His pace is obviously already perfect. You probably won't even want to change that. You probably give him something that boosts dribbling, shooting, passing, and or physical. But all accounts, that is another very, very good card that's going to be really affordable for anyone, really. We've also got Thorgan Hazard. Now, Thorgan Hazard was one of my favourite players at the start of this year. I used him a lot, and there's a few of them on the market there. 3-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. It's a shame that he's not a central-based card, because as a cam, he would work wonders. As a left mid, he's probably a bit too slow with that sprint speed. Even if you gave him a Hunter or a Shadow or a Catalyst, probably you wouldn't give him a Shadow, obviously, but if you gave him like a Catalyst, it would only get him up to 95 sprint speed. You might want to give him a Hawk, really. Boost that shooting, that pace, and that physical, because his passing is already very good. And his dribbling is also very, very good. That's a good card. I have a feeling he'll be quite cheap as well, but I also have a feeling he'll be very usable as well, because it's the sort of card that's just very well balanced, that you can either bring on into the middle of the park, or you can start out wide and switch with a striker that's fast, that goes out on the wing, or you could start him out wide and then just play into a narrow formation and start him in at cam or something like that. That's a nice card there for Thorgan Hazard. Next up, we've looked at Marco Reus. I can't really read some of these players because the screenshot that EA provide is so low sometimes. Right, so next up we've got Calig. Here, you guys will know Calig. There we go, this guy. Nothing on the market for this guy. Wow, he's cheap. He's already 100k. That's surprising, because he gets a perfect link, or a strong link to Goretzka and a strong link to Naldo. He's got great pace, great terrible defending, terrible marking, terrible slide tackle. The problem with this card is that he's a right back and not a right mid. As a right mid, this card would be ridiculous. As a right back, this card is just not even necessary. You know, I have a feeling he'll stay at that low rate as well. He might be good, as a good link, but I don't think he's necessarily going to be a good player for anyone, and that's probably the reason why he's so cheap. Philip Max up next. He's also down there. Look at that. He's already like 100k for this guy. 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. Much better stats. Good pace. Great passing. Great dribbling. Well-rounded physicals. If you give this guy an anchor, perfect. An anchor on max is absolutely perfect. Boosts his pace up nicely, 94 acceleration, 97 sprint speed. Boosts those defensive stats up nicely, boosts those physical stats up nicely, and then with the good dribbling and passing he already has, he becomes a very usable card. Not as good as the Ashley Youngs, not as good as the Marcelo Team of the Year or the Jordi Alba Team of the Season, but definitely for a guy who's going to cost 100k or less, another good Bundesliga player that we're going to have in there. We looked at Hazard, we looked at Sané, Pavlenko, not interested because he's a goalkeeper. Naby Keita will be up next for us. So Naby Keita has got a 93 rated Team of the Season card. The fact he's 5'8" is a bit of a problem. 3-star weak foot in the midfield. There's already so many players better than that. 4-star skill moves is obviously quite nice. I mean, his dribbling's good, his passing's good, his defensive stats aren't very good, his strength and jumping are pretty poor, his heading accuracy is really bad, his sprint speed is super low. I'm not going to lie, this is a super disappointing card. This is not a card that I personally would go for. I don't even expect him to stay up at 400s. I expect this card to come down into the 200s, 250s. This is not a great card, not even close to being well-rounded, and has so many things wrong with him by way of weak foot, by way of his height, his jumping, his heading, his composure is pretty low, his sprint speed is super low, his curve is really low. I mean, that's a bad card. They haven't done him justice at all there. So Naby Keita, not necessarily one that I'd be interested in. Uth up next. I've seen Uth's 85 in form, and it was very nice. So let's have a look at his Team of the Season card. There's lots of his 85 in form, sadly. Let's skip along here as we go through it. People trying to sell these on. Right, here's Uth. So I don't know how much this guy's going to be going for. Let's have a compare price option on him. So he's already into the already into the 100s, which is quite surprising. Medium high work rates and 6'1" is wrong. You know, medium high work rates for a striker, not something you want. 3-star, 3-star, not something you want. With that being said, his pace is very decent. His shooting is very decent. His dribbling is nice. Apart from that balance, everything else is good. It's in the, you know, the end game tier. His passing vision is good. His curve's a little low. His composure's a little low. I mean, this isn't a card you'd buy. This is a card that if you packed him in the upgrade pack, you'd pop on your bench and use him when you're having fun and just want to bring on someone else. But I don't think this is a guy that's going to stick up there even in the 200s. He'll probably come down into the 150s, 140s, 130s because it's not really a desirable card. Peterson, we looked at Werner the Burner. This is a card, Team of the Season Werner is a card that I personally loved last year. And used a lot, and a card that I just haven't used very much this year. He's already had so many upgrades. It's 95 card, 4-star weak foot, which is great. High, medium, 5'11", fantastic. His dribbling is remarkable. His stamina and jumping are remarkable. His strength is okay. His shooting is brilliant. You're obviously going to want to bump up the shot power and long shots on this card. His composure is not ideal. Outside of that, this card is good. I would personally probably give him a Deadeye to boost the shooting up, to boost the curve up, to boost the vision up. But this is exactly what you want out of this card. This is going to be a guy who is just going to be a pace merchant. You're going to put him through on goal, and he's going to score goals. This isn't the kind of guy that you're going to want to like start dribbling with or try obviously skill moves with the 3-star skill moves. This is a guy that you use as that out-and-out burner, like literally Werner the Burner. At 1 million coins, not even close to worth it. What's he down to? Even at 600,000 coins, not even close to worth it. Not for me. Down in the 4s and the 3s, I'd start considering this card a little bit more. But at that expense, no chance at all. Marco Reus already looked at. Then we've got the main team. So we're going to look at Joshua Kimmich to start with. Kimmich has got a very nice Team of the Season card by the looks of things. 95 rated, which is great. I used his 87s, his 88s, and his 86s quite a lot. How has this card been on the market for so long already? So 4-star weak foot, which is great. 3-star skill was not ideal. As far as a fullback goes, I mean, wow at that card. Look at that. Physical, unreal. Defending, unreal. Dribbling, unreal. Passing, unreal. His shooting is unreal. The reason why it's so low is because penalties and volleys are low, but his actual important in-game stats, long shot, shot power, finishing and positioning, very good. Sprint speed is letting him down a little bit. However, if you can find a way to start this guy and get him in at midfield, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You know, he would be such a good central midfielder. Which is where I use him. Funnily enough, I used to start Goretzka and Kimmich in forms and switch them in game and play Goretzka at right back and Kimmich in midfield because of how good his stats are. This guy's a waste at right back. And he's not even geared for right back because he's not fast enough, right? His sprint speed just isn't quite good enough. You can get it up to 88, not quite there. But other than that, this is a very, very, very good card that I personally would go for as a midfielder. Next up, we've got Mats Hummels. Let's have a look at Mats Hummels' Team of the Season card. Now, he's got a nice pace boost as Hummels, but if it depends on his acceleration and sprint. Okay, this is a good card. This is a very good card. Passing, immaculate. Reaction, ball control, composure, immaculate. His defending, you probably wouldn't even bother changing it. You know, maybe you'd give him an anchor, but you'd want that big pace boost. You want to get him to 86 sprint speed and 87 acceleration. So a catalyst, not even important. I don't even know how you would handle this. Maybe you'd put a Shadow Chem style on him. Maybe you'd put a Catalyst Chem style on him. I'd probably go with Shadow just to max out defensive stats. His physical's already great and max out his pace as much as you can possibly. But I also wouldn't be opposed to going for an anchor. I wonder what his price is going to settle at. He's already, what's that one? That's at 700,000, 600, 500s, 400s. So he's already down into the 300s, and we've only been here for 20 minutes with these Team of the Season cards in pack. So he'll probably go down into the 2s, and that's a good deal. I believe personally that's a good deal. Now though, up next, definitely a card that I'm interested to look at. This guy's had already a few informs that I've used and enjoyed. His Team of the Season here. 4-star weak foot, 6'6" tall, perfect long shots, great passing, great reactions, great defending, great physicals, and really fast. I mean, obviously his balance and agility are going to make him turn like an utter truck. I don't even know what you'd give to this guy. An anchor, get him to 81 sprint speed, or sorry, 86 sprint speed and 87 acceleration. A shadow, and just boost him up to 91 sprint speed and what that'd be, 92 acceleration. I don't even know where you'd go with this, but this is a good card, and it already looks like he's going to be in the 3s as well, which is surprising. Okay, he's not. He's hovering at 400,000. I expect him to come a little bit lower than that. I don't know how much lower, but this would be one that I would like to try. because there's two things wrong with this card. First of all, high medium work rates, and second of all, his balance and agility are woeful. So I would want to try out this card to see how he feels in game. If he feels slow because of that balance and agility, and if he gets caught out of position a lot because of those bad work rates, I'd say he's just not worth the coins that people are paying for him right now. But if he feels fast and agile, then hell yeah, this is a card that could be an absolute game changer. Next up, guys, we've got Wendell. Let's look at Wendell's team of the season. Wendell, here we go. Wendell's team of the season is expensive. Threes, down into the threes. Are we down into the twos? It looks like we are. We are down into the twos. Oh, wow. Down into the ones. Okay. 2-star weak foot, which is horrific, but many fullbacks have a 2-star weak foot, so it's not that bad. Defensively, very good. Physical, very good. Dribbling, good. Passing, good. Not great, especially with that long pass. I mean, his pace is good. I would personally boost defending, physical, and passing, give him that backbone chem style to boost him up there. Like Max, this is a good card, not a great card. It's a usable card, but not as good as other endgame fullbacks that are out there, which is quite sad. On the face of it, it looks like an amazing card, and I'm sure you guys will pick holes in my opinion with your own opinions. But for me personally, I mean, even if this guy was down at 150, 120k, I probably wouldn't use him. I know he gets a strong link to Naldo, which might give him some more boost in terms of value. But for me personally, this is just not an unreal card, personally, you know. Next up, guys, we've got James Rodriguez back in team of the season. Obviously, has a couple of special cards already this year, especially that one to watch card. And here is Rodriguez's card. Now, this is a card that I've loved for years. 3-star weak foot, a bit sad, but 4-star skill moves okay. Medium low work rate is a little bit tricky to deal with. That's a great card. That is just a great card. Insane shooting, insane passing, perfect dribbling outside of balance, good strength, good stamina, which is one of the things that usually lets him down. You can give this guy whatever you want to finish these stats off wherever you want. You want more pace on him? No problem. You want to just max those shooting stats or max those dribbling stats? No problem at all. You want to max those physical stats? No problem at all. This is a really good card. The stamina is still a touch low. You might find that, you know, in those tight games, in those FUT Champs games that go to extra time, he's going to have to be the one that comes off. But generally speaking, that is a phenomenal card. And how much is he going for? In the 9s, in the 6s. Okay, so down in 5s. I would say anything under 500,000 coins is a bargain for this card, personally. That's my opinion. Anything under 500k and you're getting yourself good results. Next up is Leon Bailey. His team of the season card does look very, very tidy. Obviously, a lot of pros use his 85 and 82 in forms. So let's have a look at his card here. 4-star, 4-star, 5'11", high medium. Already perfect in that area of the field. A little low on composure and reactions to start with, which is a bit sad. His shooting is great. His finishing is, again, a little low. His pace you wouldn't want to touch. His passing is already very, very good. His physicals are very good. What would I do to this card? I'd try and boost his shooting and dribbling. Maybe give him the sniper chem style just to get those reactions up, just to get that finishing up. This is a card that I personally would say use him as an impact sub. You're not going to get great results out of him as a starter because of the fact that he's got low reactions, low finishing, and low composure, which are 3 important stats that are already bettered by other cards out there in this game right now. For example, Lozano. When we look at his price right now, though, it looks like he's settling around 300,000 with those open bids. He's at about 400,000 for bin. I think he'll go down to the 300,000 coin mark. Is that worth it for a super sub? Maybe not. Is it worth it for a starter? If you're going to start him, probably so, yeah. 300 to 400k. If you're going to start this guy, I would say great. For me personally, I'm turned off by those little nuances. I know a lot of people don't really consider those to be important things in this game. I personally do. Next up, guys, we've got Thomas Muller. Here we go with the Mule. Now, this card on the face of things looks great. And I've used a few of his cards in draft before, and I've been blown away. So this 95 rated card, 4-star weak foot, high, 6'1", 3-star skill moves. Now, he would benefit more as a centre mid or a cam. I would say a centre mid in a 4-1-2-1-2. His dribbling is great. His physicals are great. His passing is great. I mean, his shooting is great. His pace is great. This is a good card, man. Great composure, great reactions. Balance is a little low. Maybe give this guy an engine, finish off those passing stats, those dribbling stats and that pace. His shot power and long shots not as ideal as you'd probably like. So maybe you give him something to boost his shooting. Maybe you give him the marksman or the maestro, boost dribbling, shooting and passing. Just give him a maestro, boost those stats all up there. But this is a great card. And as a 95 rated card, I'd be surprised to see where he settles. It already looks like he's around 500k, which again, like I said for James Rodriguez, I think that's a bargain. I think 500k for this guy, I know he's not everyone's desire, right? He's not the Ronaldos or the Messis or the Baileys or the Goretzkas or whatever. But I think this is just going to be a card that is just going to serve you very, very well all the time without fail. That's my personal opinion from my experience of playing with his cards previously and the experience of what I've had in this game before. That's a good card. Next up, guys, we're going to look at Lewandowski. This card looks ridiculous. I mean, genuinely ridiculous. 4-star weak foot, high medium, 6'1", perfect. If that isn't just the most complete striker in the game, I don't know what is. His physicals are out of this world. His reactions and ball control, his composure, insane. His short passing, his curve, his vision, his finishing, his shooting, great. I personally would give this guy maybe an engine. Get that pace maxed out, get those dribbling stats boosted up a little bit, and get that curve boosted up as well. His shooting is already great. This is a great card. I mean, this is a great card. But if this is up there with the Aguero and Suarez price of like 1.2, 1.3 million, which it seems like it is, at that price, there's just better players. You're better off going and getting Werner the Burner instead of Robert Lewandowski. As complete as this is, no player at this stage in the game, in my personal opinion, is worth more than the million coins that you're going to be paying for him. There's just so many better alternatives. And then I saved two players at last, guys. First of all is going to be Michy Batshuayi. Apologies if I butchered his name. Always a fun one to say. His Team of the Season card looks like it'll be the most overpowered, most overused Team of the Season card that everyone's going to try and fit in. So 94 rated. It looks like right now, see, look at that. He's in the 600s. Get this guy instead of Robert Lewandowski. He's gonna offer you just a much better return on your interest, return on your investment. And the fact that he's 600k now, today, as Team of the Season's just come out, means that it's very likely his price is going to go down into the 5s and maybe even to the 4s. 4-star weak foot, 6'1", medium low's a little bit of a tricky thing, but you set him to get in behind, no problem at all. Perfect strength, perfect jumping, perfect heading. Not the greatest stamina, but typically strikers require less stamina than midfielders, and defenders require even less stamina than strikers and midfielders. But finishing, immaculate. Dribbling, immaculate. Pace, very fast. What would you give this guy? You don't need to boost his shooting. You need to boost this guy's pace, maybe his passing, maybe his dribbling. Maybe you give this guy an engine, and you're just done. Give Batshuayi an engine, perfect, job done. I mean, that card is ridiculous. And then the main guy for most people today, guys, is Leon Goretzka. The last card we're going to look at here today. His card has been used throughout this game all year. This is a phenomenal card. 4-star weak foot, high work rate, 6'2" tall. Already we're looking at perfect for a box-to-box midfielder, maybe even a CDM outside of the high work rates. It's so well-rounded in every area. He's already got insane pace. His shooting is very good. His passing is very good. You know, vision, great. Curve, great. Short pass, long pass, great. Reactions, ball control, great. Composure a little on the low side, but not the biggest deal for a midfielder opposed to an attacker or an attacking midfielder. Defensive stats, great. Physical stats, great. What do you give this guy? That depends where you want to play him. You want to play him as a striker, you give him a hunter. You want to play him as a box-to-box midfielder, you give him an anchor or an engine or a sentinel or a backbone or whatever. I mean, you can just boost this guy to be the perfect whatever you need in your team, and that's a fact. And in fact, looking at these stats, it might be the case where you say, okay, I'm going to get this guy, I'm going to give him the anchor chem style, I'm also going to get Joshua Kimmich, and I'm going to switch them in game again and play him out on the right hand side of the team. You know, high work rates for a fullback is great. He's nice and tall, he's got a good weak foot, he'll have perfect defensive stats, insane physical stats, and incredible pace. What more do you need out of your right back? So that is that, guys, and that is going to be the end of the video for today. That's the Bundesliga Team of the Season. Let me know who you packed, if you packed any. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.